And it looked like the dominoes are falling for the Unrivaled League.
The WNBA superstar, who is meant to represent this new basketball league, was shocked by Kelsey Plum's recent revelation. Ventured abruptly left. But why? Was it the controversy around Caitlin Clark's dubious marketing strategies, or was there anything more significant going on behind the scenes? Let's examine how Plum's abrupt departure could portend doom for the...
Somebody said there's a section of Caitlin Clark fans that would have watched Unrivaled without her being a part of it, and they're risking turning those people off.
Remember how the Unmatched League promised us a basketball revolution with the greatest players when they first came on the scene? Well, their ideal squad is disintegrating more quickly than we can keep up. Their golden ticket was meant to be WNBA superstar Kelsey Plum.
Kelsey Plum is a big-name athlete. She's a superstar in the WNBA. She's a WNBA champion, dog. We're talking about point guard, superstar player Kelsey Plum not participating in this league. Yes, this is going to hurt them significantly.
She was among the first players to sign, earning the 6th slot on a roster that started with 30 players and eventually grew to 36. That's how much quality they were bringing in, and the money they weren't wasting. Plum was considering earning at least $100,000 annually in addition to her $200,000 WNBA deal, which is a substantial sum of money. But something is wrong. Plum just posted a shocking revelation on Instagram that has the entire league in shock.
I've decided to not take part in the inaugural season of the Unrivaled League in order to take some more time for myself this offseason. I appreciate the league understanding and being so accommodating. I wish the league and all of the players nothing but the best. I am excited to watch.
In an instant, she is no longer unique for.
Kelsey Plum is a staple in the basketball community, and for her to withdraw from this league...
This is a severe setback for Unparalleled. Plum wasn't just any player. She was their face, their star, and their key to success. It was terrible that she passed away weeks before the first season, but there are rumors that additional players would follow her example and leave.
Very diabolical. I mean, this, my friends, is something you don't see every day. And this is dropping the league right on its head.
What's more absurd? This league is in peril. They base their entire marketing strategy on stars like Plum and Clark, and now that they are both gone, what's left on the list? Plum is still listed on the Unrivaled website, as if they're in denial, expecting she'll reverse her mind.
Your screen, if you look right here, Kelsey Plum's still there. Kelsey Plum is still there as the 4th or 5th player, 6th player, I can't count, but obviously she is not playing.
Fans are raising serious concerns about whether this league is still sustainable, if the games will still be entertaining without the celebrity power they promised, and most crucially, whether they will receive their money back.
And they wanted to go to the stratosphere. I mean, they got TNT involved. Hell, all we know, Charles Barkley could be involved in this deal. But one thing I can tell you guys for sure is it's looking spooky, dog. They still missing players. They ain't got all 36. And I'm telling you right now, Kelsey Plum dropped this thing on his head.
This is only the start of unparalleled issues. As we delve deeper into this mess, one thing becomes evident. Their once unmatched dream of revolutionizing women's basketball may be turning into a nightmare. They are dealing with a crisis of trust, a potential exodus of talent, and a fan base that is rapidly losing faith. The cracks aren't just showing, they're turning into canyons.
Kelsey Plum not taking part in this league and quitting like 2 months before this league start, this is looking spooky. I mean, this is looking spooky on a major level because we know probably in about a month or so, practice is finna start taking place for this Unrivaled League.
You felt that Kelsey Plum's resignation was unfortunate. You won't believe what they actually did. Remember that promotional video that Unrivaled posted that had everyone talking and ticket sales skyrocketing? It turns out that it was all smoke and mirrors. Unrivaled has a bigger problem that's making Plum's exit look like a minor bump in the road. We're talking about a 22-minute video that promised the moon and delivered well. Fans were excited because they thought they would witness Caitlin Clark, the star they were promoting, dominate on a new platform, but it was all smart editing and wishful thinking. Can you believe it?
Dog. They've been clickbaiting. They've been lying. Caitlin Clark had to release a statement letting the world know she ain't coming. I'm getting word people want refunds for them tickets. They sold out the tickets like within an hour, bro. Once Caitlin found out that she wanted to come in, people was getting refunds, dog. And ever since then, it has definitely not been looking good for the Unrivaled League.
Social media erupted with irate posts from fans demanding their money back when the truth was revealed. It was like watching a hype train go down in real time. Imagine purchasing tickets to see your favorite player only to discover that she was never even included in the deal. People felt deceived and weren't afraid to tell Unrivaled.
It's not a good look. They've been producing YouTube videos trying to get the height up with this league, and it is not looking good. Ticket sales was through the roof when they had that 22-minute video because they let it be known that Caitlin Clark was possibly on the way. They simply used Caitlin Clark image and likeness to sell tickets. Now, once Caitlin let it be known that she wasn't coming, refunds was coming. People wanted a refund like yesterday.
But here's where things get really interesting. The Caitlin Clark scandal may have been the final straw for Kelsey Plum. Imagine this. You're a top player who recently joined this exciting new league, and you watch as they pull this stunt with Clark, misleading fans and harming their reputation. Would you want to stay after that? It makes sense that Plum decided to leave.
I'd say she's probably been like, oh, why did I do this? Why did I do this? And like, with the whole wild card thing, I'd say she probably just made a decision being like, you know what? Let's say it now rather than wait for a month and say it so that they can at least get time to get new players in.
The consequences of this disaster have been enormous.
Unrivaled Basketball is looking for Kelsey Plum replacement right as we speak. Now, just like I stated, y'all, the dominoes, my friends, has fallen for Unrivaled League. Will this trigger a trend? I believe it will. Be ready to hear more names dropping out of this league. I can almost promise you this.
Perhaps you're wondering how Unrivaled thought they could get away with this. They placed a large wager on Clark's celebrity to generate excitement and sell tickets. But when Clark's team revealed she was involved, Unrivaled's entire marketing plan backfired. This is a classic example of how not to advertise a new sports league.
This is a bad look for the Unrivaled League. Once it got word that Caitlin was not coming to this league, the money was not going to be what they thought it was going to be. TNT waiting with their hands out. Where is our damn money? That is what the focus is going to be. This league is going to cause catastrophic damage to this league, bro. I'm telling you. These women is finna be beefing over this, bro. Because with Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart being the face of this thing, relationships is definitely finna be at risk. Because we know they need people to play in this damn league. And I'm here to tell you, Kelsey Plum just started a ripple effect. More players will be dropping out of this league. I can almost guarantee you.
It will take some significant damage control to turn the ship around. But with the season quickly approaching, will Unrivaled learn from this disaster, or is this just the beginning of their problems? They are frantically trying to save face, but the damage has already been done. The fans are doubtful, the players are hesitant, and the league's credibility is hanging by a thread. The reason why Unrivaled is in a tailspin is because Kelsey Plum is lighting up a whole new kind of chord. You won't believe the unexpected industry where Plum is making her next big play.
Now, more information has come out about the homegirl Kelsey Plum actually not taking part in this league because more news has started to come out to say why. What if I was to tell you Kelsey Plum is getting to her own bag, doing her own thing, and she ain't got time for this.
This is a twist you weren't expecting. Not basketball is Kelsey's new interest. Instead, she is embracing the world of cigars. Yes, you heard correctly. Plum has been subtly establishing an empire in the cigar industry while everyone has been concentrating on her movements on the court.
Why has Kelsey Plum withdrawn from Unrivaled? WNBA star drops bombshell days after taking over a cigar industry.
We're talking about a legitimate venture with a cigar, not simply some celebrity side gig. The world is humming. In addition to putting her name on some cigars and calling it a day, Plum recently teamed up with Kingmaker Cigars to develop a line that is making waves in the industry. Kelsey is also fully committed to creating personalized bands that are now available for purchase in bars all across the nation.
Yes, though. Kelsey Plum is investing in cigars, the stogies. She ain't got time to be messing with no damn Unrivaled league. She trying to smoke on them.
You may be thinking about cigars, but let's take a look at it from a different angle. She went from smoking her first cigar to starting her own line in just a few years, according to her own words. If you had told me that a few years ago, when I smoked my first cigar in this lounge, I would have laughed. Your life can change drastically in a short period of time. That's a game changer, but things get really interesting from here. Remember those Las Vegas Aces championship celebrations when Kelsey was right there lighting up her own branded cigarettes? Plum cigars aren't just for show. They're becoming ingrained in basketball culture. She's not just marketing a product. She's fostering an entire atmosphere.
I'm so proud of you, man.
Do you understand why being unmatched might not feel as significant now? Plum is establishing herself as a major player and brand. She travels for conferences, attends business meetings, and makes real estate investments, all of which require time, effort, and concentration.
News after signing a new lucrative deal with her cigar company. Instead, she had taken over resorts, World Buildings, the most expensive resort property ever developed in Las Vegas, valued at an astonishing $4.3 billion. For the announcement, her signature cigar was to be served with signature peanut butter chocolate martini. And Plum couldn't have celebrated better. A few days later, she was spotted at Sin City, Las Vegas Grand Prix, catching a glimpse of motorsports partnership with Google to promote their...
However, let's be honest for a moment. Is this cigar empire the only reason Kelsey's stepping back from Unrivaled? Probably not. It's more like the cherry on top of a whole sundae of reasons. Think about it. You've got a controversial league that's already facing trust issues. Then you've got this exciting new business venture taking off in the grind of a WNBA season and the Olympics. And you start to see why Plum might need a breather. Here's the thing though, Plum's not just walking away from basketball. She's creating something that could set her up for life after the game. That smart thinking athletes' careers are short, and Kelsey's playing the long game here. You think juggling basketball and a cigar empire is tough. That's just the tip of the iceberg for Kelsey Plum. People are speculating more reasons why she is leaving the league. She's been dealing with some serious personal stuff that's got nothing to do with sports or business. Ever wonder what it's like to play at the top of your game while your personal life's falling apart?
Reminder, she filed for divorce a few weeks before the W season started. She alluded it to being arduous. It's possible it's something to do with her, or that something came up suddenly. Regardless, hoping for the best for her. Right, she filed for divorce, playing W, playing the Aussie, and playing the Olympics, played W, made to the semis. A lot of basketball to play on top of personal issues. Would not want to be playing more basketball soon after that.
This is something that most fans are unaware of. Before the WNBA season began, Kelsey Plum filed for divorce. Can you imagine trying to concentrate on your game when your marriage is ending? That's the kind of stress Plum has been dealing with behind the scenes. It's not just about making shots and winning games anymore. She's fighting battles off the court that most of us can't even imagine. And let's not forget about her schedule for a second WNBA season, the Olympic playoffs. It seems like she's been living on a non-stop basketball carousel, and she hardly has time to herself. When Kelsey says she needs time for herself, can you really blame her? Sometimes you have to take a break and look after yourself before you can look after your business.
Also after that, I mean, like, it is an 8-month break, but look, I would say that she's probably just wants to relax. She probably just wants to relax.
For once, consider this. Kelsey Plum has been putting herself first. She has been a WNBA star and an Olympic gold medalist for years, and now she has this whole cigar thing going on. At some point, something has to give. This decision to leave Unrivaled isn't just about basketball anymore.
If something's going to like stop your mental health or like negatively affect your mental health, don't do it. Like, regardless of what other people will think, regardless of how it can affect, regardless of how it can affect other people in like this situation. Obviously, there are some exceptions to what I've said just there, but like, look, make decisions for yourself. Make decisions for yourself and your loved ones, and at the end of the day, if that means annoying a few people, if you're a sports person, that means annoying a few fans, so be it.
We must therefore take Plum seriously when she states that she needs time for herself during the off-season. This isn't about being lazy or uncommitted to basketball. Rather, it's about knowing when to take a break and refuel. Other athletes have also acknowledged that taking a break can occasionally be the best thing you can do for your career.
She probably doesn't feel up for it, like with all the cameras that are going to be there at all their practices, and it's like seeing how other players interact. It's not like going to be like a freaking Big Brother of basketball, but there's still going to be cameras there constantly. Players are probably going to be mic'd up for practice, and like that's probably not something she wants to do if she's not 100%, if she doesn't feel 100% like herself. So
each of these players, I don't believe she's acting maliciously towards them. Now, you may be wondering what all of this means for Unrivaled. They lost their best player, and it's not just due to contract disputes or team drama. This is about an athlete prioritizing her mental health over the game, and it serves as a wake-up call for the entire league. Will other players follow Plum's example and put their own health first? One thing is certain, though. The women's basketball landscape is evolving, and leagues must consider more than just what goes on the court.
Look, Kelsey Plum she's an Olympian. She's played with all these players. She knows all these players. I don't think she's doing it out of malice. I doubt she's doing it out of malice towards them.
Plum, Kelsey players are closely observing how leagues handle difficult situations and treat their stars, and leaving Unrivaled is upending the entire women's basketball world. Can you believe how quickly things changed? This isn't just about one league anymore. It's making waves across the sport. Fans are becoming more outspoken in their demands for openness and truth from the groups they back, and the entire scenario is making everyone examine how women's basketball is run and igniting discussions about player rights. The ripple effects of league management and what fans truly desire from the sport are already beginning to manifest, with other leagues and teams rushing to review their own procedures. After all of this drama, there is no doubt that women's basketball is entering a new era with higher expectations, intense scrutiny, and pressure on leagues to improve. This is a crucial moment that could influence the sport's future for years to come. Are you prepared to watch how it all plays out?